G'day, Banjo from Jungle Masters again. Just thought I'd pull up here briefly, and actually it's a good spot. You can see through the canopy. I just saw some birds going past. There's been a tree fall down. You'll see behind me parts of it, and further downhill that way you can't see it, but well, you might just be able to make out the top of the log itself. It's fallen, slidden down the hill a bit. Now these natural clearings are quite good for looking out across into the canopy and that sort of thing, but it's where you've got to watch out for another one of the hazards of the rainforest up here in the tropical north, and that's the stinging trees. And I've got one that's just the right size to make life hell if you're wearing shorts around here. So you'll see this one here. Now I've got gloves on, so it's not too bad. If I can get the leaf at the right angle to the camera, and it's a bit hard for me to know if I'm doing so, you'll see there's a slight silvery sheen to the leaf when you're looking at it sideways. That's because of all the fine hairs, and in fact the hairs are also on the stem. I don't know if you can see the fine white hairs there on the stem as well. It's those fine hairs that actually give you the sting of the stinging tree. As far as I'm aware, and I'm no botanist, but as far as I'm aware, there's no actual toxin in the plant, and I believe they're actually quite nice to eat for those animals that can get around the fine hairs. It's the fine hairs themselves that get into the skin and get into the nerves and can actually create what I've been told, semi-permanent pain. It can last, well, I know it lasts days. I've been stung myself where it's lasted for at least a week. Sometimes months. Apparently it can go on for years, and some people have said they can feel it for the rest of their life. It's a nasty itch. If anybody's familiar with stinging nettles from further afield, I believe they're found just about everywhere in temperate areas. It's like a bad stinging nettle sting that doesn't go away. So just keep an eye out for that. It's got a fairly distinctive leaf shape, as you can see. Some refer to it as heart-shaped. It's not truly heart-shaped, but it's certainly reminiscent of that. You'll see it's got the jagged edges on it as well. Yeah, just keep an eye out for that one. Give it a wide berth, and obviously cover up. When you are pushing through scrub that's a bit like that, and you're down on your hands and knees, you're not always going to notice it in time, and that's why it's a good idea to cover right up. The last thing you want is a nasty stinging tree rash across your face. Not very good if you're going to the clubs afterwards. Alright, you have a good one. Bye.